I remember there was like a city or a little group of people that were sitting in the trees because I think the school wanted to cut them down because of the football stadium being renovated or something like that.
This was like a few years ago on campus. I remember there being a lot of helicopters around campus at the time because it was a big news story.
And they were historic oak trees, and so people lived in the trees for like several weeks.
They are about 80 years old, They're the California native oak, coast live oak. So they organized, and first they tried, of course, through all the proper bureaucratic ways to stop it. And then because that didn't work, they decided to climb the trees and sit in the trees.
For environmental reasons and also for cultural reasons, because this is a sacred site for the Ohlone Native Americans that used to live in the more widespread in this area.
Some of them were older women.
Sylvia McLaughlin, who was in her 90s. And she's one of the founders of the Save the Bay organization, and she climbed up and sat in the tree.
There was a lot of young people too. I remember somebody was interviewed who only went by the name Dumpster Muffin, which I loved, that was her nickname.
Largely the students were against it, like the community in Berkeley was either ignoring it or against it. And I think it ended with basically the university bringing the firefighters and just by blasting them with water.
I think I was one of the tree centers, and they wanted to cut down a grove of trees, and we thought the trees were very beautiful, and we didn't want them to cut them down.
it seems kind of silly to me personally. I think there's a lot more effective ways to protest than sitting in a tree.
The situation would have to be extreme to drive me to be wanting to sit in a tree and feeling it's really important to sit in the tree.
In this case, I'm for the tree sitter because I think they want to renovate the stadium, but there are better ways to do it without involving the trees.
I'm not a fetishist of trees. If there was like a real big need to actually cut them down and build something, I think that would make sense. But you should include in this decision people who care about the environment, the community living around. Also, if the tribe has official claims that this is a sacred ground, and they should at least co-decide.
I've just been very interested in keeping things as natural as possible.
What's gone is gone, and what's been saved is saved. And I think it made some difference, I'd like to think.